Good morning, everybody. How you all doing? Good morning, good morning. While we wait for that to join us, let's quickly share the live section to our friends and family. Both far and near, who would love to be here with us today. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Let's share the live section to our friends and family who would love to be here with us today. It's time to make the dories very important. Isn't that wonderful and bright week already? We're here to print. It's a wonderful, great and bright week. It's another wonderful, great bright week. So let's quickly share the live section to our friends and family. Let's share the live section to our friends and family and to those who would love to be here with us today. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, great people of our nation. Good morning, Nigeria. Thank God for everything so far, so good. So I wait for that to quickly join us. Let's share the live section to our friends and family, both far and near, that would love to be here with us today. Let's share the live section. Let's keep sharing the live section to our friends and family. Let's keep sharing the live section. Let's keep sharing. Good morning, everybody. Let's keep sharing. Share on your status. Good morning, everybody. Yes, last week was a whole lot, though we were very busy last week with our trading boot camp, and we thank God for the success of the trading boot camp. Thank you. Thank you, Excel. Thank you. Thank you. So we thank God last week for the success of our trading boot camp. We're very busy. We didn't have time to analyze the market a lot. But in that same last week, the market came in with a whole lot of volatility, both from gold, both from forex, both from crypto, BTC, Ethereum. A lot of volatility entered into the market. So I actually used the period last week to avoid the market a little bit, pending when I would see my kind of structure in the market, depending when I would see the kind of structure I love to see in the market. Depending when I will see the kind of structure I would love to see in the market. Last week was a whole drama in the crypto market and also in the forex market. You can see gold, how gold pumped massively, still pumping. All structures broken. Gold is yet to give us a new structure. It's just going to the upside, bullish, same as Bitcoin, doing the same drama. The big boys are doing their job. The big boys are doing their job. The big boys are doing their job. So, to be honest, I've not really seen what I'm looking for in the market, to be honest. You understand? But I can accept with one thing that for a fact that the market is what? Bullish. And for the fact the market is bullish, I will be looking out for some buys in the recent times. I'll be looking out for some buys in the recent times. So for now, we're going to look into the market. We're going to analyze the market. We're going to see possibilities of what is going to happen in the market and what not will happen. We're going to analyze both the crypto market, we're going to analyze both the forex market using our Zone Master AI Navigator. So if you are just joining us for the first time, you're welcome to our class. You're welcome to our Zone Master class. And what do we do here? We use our trading indicator to analyze the market and make profit off the market. And we also talk about psychology and discipline and making you all better traders, you and me better traders. So if you are with me, you are welcome. So let's type welcome in the comment section for those who are just joining us for the first time. So just joining us for the first time, you are welcome. Everybody type welcome. Let's welcome those who are just joining us for the first time. Let's welcome them. To the first timers who are just joining us for the first time, you are all welcome. Okay, so we can see some first timers here. Can see Michael, you're welcome. He's a first timer. I'm sure that this great step you took in joining us. Hope you'll be consistent enough so you can always stay to the end because consistency really matters a lot. Most times, the market pay you for your consistency. The market pays you for your consistency. Once again, I greet people today. Once again, I greet people. Jerry is a first timer. You're welcome. So, without wasting much of our time, let's proceed to what we have for today. So, you're with me today. I want you to type active in the comment section. If you're with me today, I want you to type active in the comment section. If you're with me today, I want you to type active in the comment section. Shegun Jehovah, I think it's been long I saw you. Where have you been? So I'm going to share my screen now so we can analyze the market together and see what we should expect this week. So this is Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Initially, this was where the buy on daily time frame was, but let's ignore all these things. Bitcoin on daily time frame is purely bullish. You can see the massive bullish candle from 62, 60K to 79K. So the market on Bitcoin is still very bullish, very, very bullish. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. There's no structure yet formed on the 4 hour time frame. That's why you see Zoma is yet to even give us draw any line whatsoever. You understand? This is because if you look closely, this was where Bitcoin has been working up. Bitcoin has been doing this from 60K to 67, 60 to 67. It came to a time we're just doing 61 to 65, 61 to 67, 61 to 67 till Bitcoin broke above this resistance zone. And you can see that there was just this move like a very straight line. I don't know how to put it. So currently on the 4 hour time frame, the market is still here to structure. You can see both Zuma style is still giving us our entry around 66K, but the market has gone past this entry. Coming down here, we need Bitcoin to have a massive dump because logically, you understand, whenever there's a breakout in the resistance, because here was a resistance, to show that this pump was not just ordinary. Normally, when there's a breakout in resistance, family, I want to ask you a question. Let's assume that this is a resistance zone. Once there's a breakout in resistance, what's supposed to happen next before a continuous movement? When there's a breakout in a coin, what's supposed to happen next before a continuous movement, family, in the comment section? Because this was a resistance zone and this was a support zone. So whenever there's a breakout from the resistance zone, which you can see here, whenever there's a breakout from the resistance zone, what should happen before a continuous movement upward? Let me see your answer in the comment section. Good. Someone just answered my question. There's supposed to be what? A retracement and a retest back to that resistance zone. So that resistance zone can now turn to a support. Good answer. Well done, Modesta. Thank you. Jehovah, thank you. Chidera Johnson, thank you. You were right. You all were right. So, but looking at this now, was there a retest, family? In the comment section, this was 65, 67K was on resistance. But after the market broke out, Was there a retest here whatsoever? Was there a retest in the comment section? So was there a retest? Was there a retracement? Was there a retest in the resistance zone? Looking at this chart, I cannot actually find a retest because normally after a breakout, I would have expected something like this, maybe. You understand? Something like this, then for the movement to continue upward. But looking at this chart, there was never any retest. The pump just happened over 20 something percent in profit. Massive pump on Bitcoin. This all happened last week in less than 24 hours. This happened. So this is institutional. This example of an institutional buy. Look at the straight line candle, massive back to back buy to this upside. I really don't know what caused this pump. I do not know, but I will not say. I will say for a fact that there's no idolo or any mentor out there that would come out and say that he or she saw this move. Nobody saw this move. I did not see this move. Me, I was busy enjoying my 65 to 67, 65 to 67, 65 pump and pump and the ranging movement, but I never knew that this would happen. In fact, if they tell anybody, nobody, if they want to ask you in comment section, if they tell anybody that Bitcoin will get to almost 80K from 60 something K, nobody will believe. Like in less than 24 hours. This is exactly how trading can actually even change your life in one day. I'm not sure anybody saw that move at all. So this is what Bitcoin is doing on the higher time frame. Daily, I already showed that daily time frame is bullish. This is what is going on the 4 hour time frame, but there's no structure yet. But because the 4 hour time frame is still signaling our retest zone yet to show. Because before Zone Master will give you a stay profit stop loss and entry, it needs a story. This is the last story. It was waiting for the retest, but it didn't happen. So this market has to show us a movement that will make Zuma start map out the structure on the 4 hour time frame. But now, if we want to see what is going on here, like what is buyers and sellers doing temporarily here, what is happening here? Why is the market consolidating here? What is this small buy and sell happening here? What can I see here? You can now go to the 1 hour for more clarity. I can see clearly that Master now have given us a structure on the 1 hour time frame. But this is not the kind of structure I like. It's too this is actually not the kind of structure I like to see. This is still very fresh. It's because it's still very fresh. Still the market is still there's still a strong fight between the buyers and the sellers. There's still a very strong fight between the buyers and the sellers. Maybe if we look at the 15 minutes time frame, we cannot see it clearly. You understand? Because market is because it's a pure consolidating market. And I guess this is it now. In the consolidating market, we have been seeing more of 76K to 77, 76K, 77, 76K, 77, 76K, 77, 76K. Family, let me tell you all something. I think we should just avoid a market that is indecisive. So I can conclude that the Bitcoin market is still very indecisive. But if you look at the daily time frame, that is being bullish like this, there's high chances that we might see 82K because the last time this kind of movement happened from here on the daily time frame, the market pushed up to 82K. Because look at it, let me just show you an example of story. Now, this is the last time. This is the last time the market had such pump. February broke out to this place, retested 75K and went straight to 82K, then had a massive dump. Now this is it again. Fired up. And we're here. So I've been saying this that it's likely we might see it something K very soon. But let's see what happens. For now, if you see the lower time frame and 1 hour unit, market is still very indecisive. There's a big fight between the buyers and the sellers. This is a material now. You can see that This was the support on Ethereum on daily time frame. Straight Ethereum match and go take profit. Imagine buying Ethereum from 1860. I know when we're making profit on Ethereum from 1860 to 1860 to 18 something. That's that. So Ethereum on daily time frame is still very bullish. Ethereum on daily time frame is still very bullish. You can see what Master has done, showing us our entry, take profit, and you can see that the last time Ethereum did this kind of move from 1860, no story, everything is about story. It was a massive pump to 25. Now at 1860, straight in less than 24 hours, this happened though. So I think Ethereum is currently sitting at a very strong resistance zone. That's why it's still doing this whole thing here. But let's see what the 4 hour is showing us. See, there's any structure created there on the 4 hour time frame. You can see the same thing happened on the same thing happened on Bitcoin. 19 something was Ethereum's resistance, and it broke above. There was no even retest. Oga just the pump. So let's see what's now going on this small zone here. If you can see 1 hour will show us something. So Ethereum on the 1 hour time frame has been doing this 2 5 2 2 3 2 5 2 2 3 2 5 2 4 something 2 2 3. So I don't really like the whole story around the whole thing you get. I'm not seeing clarity here. Ozoma is still trying his best to cook for us. If you're buying around 2324, you take around 28, 2324, you take around 28. You see that was it. So the market is bullish. I'll not lie to you. It's very, very bullish. It's not even advisable to short anything in the market yet because the level of indecision in the market is still very, very high. If we're good to go, type good to go in the comment section. If you are good to go, type good to go in the comment section. I don't know. Probably, I want to ask you a question, please. Was there any fundamental last week that could possibly caused the pump on crypto pairs? Was there any fundamental last week that could possibly cause the pump that happened last week? I can't really figure out any fundamentals. Looking at this coin, likely to go to 1,000. This ZEC, this crypto coin is likely going to get to 1,000. Look, I imagine buying from this zone that Zomaster gave here at 477. So and it was actually nobody saw this move. I'm not lying to you. Me said going if I had, let me not lie. If the market had pumped to this first day profit, I know I would have taken profit. But look at a little bit and a massive move. Look at it now. From $400 thereabout to 800, almost to $900. Ah, God, crypto can change life, shall in less than 24 hours. I'm looking at this coin. I'm seeing it going to 1,000 very soon. Because what's this? Imagine buying from this 4 hour time frame that Master gave to you. Imagine it even actually consolidating here. If you had Zomaster, you're following at this coin, one of your coin you're following. Imagine taking your entry from here that Master gave to you. Look at the kind of profit will be from 400 to 900. How bad and that? Zomaster now go there. Zomaster now go there. Zomaster now go there. Zomaster now go there. Imagine having Zomaster in your hand, and this is one of the coins. That's why I say that sometimes I told you that you can't be everywhere in trading. You have to just be somewhere, watch one or two pairs, follow it up. If this coin was on your watch list, me, I was distracted. It's actually on my watch list. But me, I was distracted. Not that I was distracted, I didn't put eyes on it. My focus was on our class, on our trading boot camp last week more, so I couldn't really analyze the market so much. You understand? So was there anything that pumped the crypto market last week? Was there anything that pumped the crypto market last week? I don't know. I'll make my research and check. So let's proceed. Now let's go to the forex market. Let's check. Let's start with silver. Okay. Initially, this was what silver has been doing in the market here. Pumped. This was the buy that we're using on Zone Master before. This was the sell. If it buys here, it sells here, buys here, then it started doing buy here, sell here, sell here, buy, sell, buy, and it broke above, right? Now even crypto market, even the forex market, you can see my analysis is still on silver here, and this is just the 4 hour time frame. You understand? And you can see clearly that now this is an example of the kind of short story I want to see in trading before I will now be strong in my bias. Look at it now. This is a very strong resistance zone on silver. And you can see that, you know, this is a strong resistance zone on silver. I can see clearly that the last time silver tapped this zone more than once, there was a massive dump. And this happened on June. This happened June, and we're currently at August. June, this was the resistance zone on silver. You get, at the number, it followed up with a massive dump. Now silver has gotten to almost 70K. Silver start pointing out that 71K is likely to be a very strong resistance to look out for. And is there a story backing it up? Yes, there's a story backing up this one. This is what I'm looking for to now to be able to now conclude on my trading decisions. And this kind of entry I'm looking for that will make me, you know. So also I'm looking out for this zone on silver too. So when silver gets here, I might actually take a sell on silver here. And if you look closely on the daily time frame, look at the daily time frame. Last time silver got to this 71K, the massive drop happened, and we're here again. Like I say, like a rejection candle. So looking at the 4 hour time frame, let's see what silver has for us. Let's see what happens for us. So I'm looking out on 71 for a dump on silver very soon if it's going to get there. Because I can already see a retracement happening here already. Wonder why it's still here to show us a good structure. Because look at this was the resistance zone on silver. On normal sense, you can see now here. Look at the retest I was talking about here. And Zomas that gave us the entry and it played out perfectly. Look at it now. On the 1 hour time frame, you can see that this is what silver was doing. From buy here, it gets here, it sells. It gets here, it sells. It gets here, it buys. It gets here, it sells. It gets here, it buys. Now, I think this was what silver was doing since August beginning. Like from August 7th, this was what it has been doing. Buy, sell, sell, buy, sell. Now it broke out from the resistance, and this is a perfect retest. Probably can you see the retest? We retested this resistance, and the resistance has now turned towards support and a massive pump to the upside. Now, can you see this example of what kind of retest? This was the move I was waiting for Bitcoin to do. That Bitcoin just started matching it up to the upside. I can see that Bitcoin, as it broke the resistance, Zomaster gave us an entry on the 1 hour, showing us a retest and a move. Let's see. Wow, got on top. Gold. Even gold yet is still yet to restructure. Gold has broken up. I don't know where I analyze this, but I think this analysis on the 1 hour time frame. This analysis you're seeing because this is this is what gold has been doing. Broke out retest and there's a movement here. But on the 4 hour time frame, gold is bullish. You can see that this is where gold, this is the daily time frame. I think all of us can everybody remember this entry? Can everybody remember this entry? There's nobody that been attending my class that will not remember this daily time frame entry. This entry was our entry on gold back to back. That we used to make a lot of money on gold. This entry was our entry on gold. Family, are you with me? Family, are you with me? Who can remember that entry on gold? This entry, we made massive profit from this entry on gold. Look at it. And the daily time frame, it looks likely by storytelling that gold wants to hit 4,800. So, to be honest, I'll be looking for a buy on gold instead of a short. I'll be looking for a buy on gold. Let me move all these lines I drew before for the market. You see, all the lines removing. I'm removing these lines because this was our structure before. So the market scatter everywhere. So I have to structure. Look at it. This support zone remains the strongest support in gold. It didn't break. In fact, around last year, 2025, this was the support that pushed gold to almost to 5,000. It now dropped back that's August. This 2025 October it happened. Now we're in August 2026. August, September, October. Almost a year. Gold got back. This 25 October it happened. This August 2026. Almost a year. Gold got back to where it was at August last year, and now we are back. So it looks so indefinite that gold might be playing out the same script that it played out here. So this is an example of a story. Imagine buying gold in your spot bag and holding it to pump like this. Massive pump. So look like you can see that three bullish candle that close. First close, second close, this is the third one again. Fucking bullish. Gold is bullish. So anything you're doing on gold, just be looking for buys. Anything you're doing on gold, just be looking for buys. And let's go to what's going on in the 4 hour time frame. You can see 4 hour time frame giving us an entry around here. But I'm not looking, the market doesn't look like it's going to come back here anytime soon. So let's see what's going on. This is just going up. So let's check the 1 hour time frame. We can get anything from the 1 hour time frame. Same script. 1 hour time frame. You can see this is what 1 hour was doing, then it broke out. Don't know what. Doesn't look like it's going to dump anytime soon. So anything you're looking for on gold, just look for a buy. Anything you're looking for on gold, just look for a buy on gold. Just look for a buy on gold. For now, that's what's going on in the gold market. I think that's what I can see or say for now in gold. So I've looked at gold, I've looked at silver, I've looked at Bitcoin, I've looked at Ethereum, I've looked at almost all the major markets. Even my ex-girlfriend said we show ASX, my ex-girlfriend is showing himself. I'm going to be looking at buying ASX from this position 0.9285 and 0.9392. Let's see what happens from August. So let's quickly go to what we have for today. So I believe if you are just joining us for the first time, you can see the kind of level of precision that Zomaster gives. People often ask me this question: "Okay, Pastor, the 1 hour can be showing sell, or the 4 hour can be showing buy. Which of the time frame should I go for?" So I will explain it in this class, but I'll tell you that go for what the higher time frame is saying first before looking at what the lower time frame is saying. The 1 hour time frame, based on our experience, based on results, still remain one of the most accurate time frames you can follow, and I'll explain why. So if I'm seeing a sell on the 1 hour time frame, and I'm seeing a buy on the 4 hour time frame, I will go for the 4 hour time frame buy and ignore the sell. The higher the time frame, the stronger the signal. I think you should just put that in the back of your mind. The higher the time frame, the stronger the signal. You can put that at the back of your mind when making your trading decision. You will have to ask me which of the time frame will you go for. The higher the time frame, the stronger the what? The signal. Because the higher the time frame is where the big boys are waiting to apply their put their money. You understand? I'll explain it in this section I want to do now right now. This class I want to round up soon. So just stay to the end so you can understand that part better. So we're going to look at how to read. We're going to be looking at how to read um how to read charts without knowing the future. So the lesson I want you to learn today is that you don't need to know what price will do next. You need to understand what price is doing now. Just like I've just like I've showed you exactly what Bitcoin is doing. I'm like, oh, this is what Bitcoin is doing now. For now, this is what is happening. Market is bullish. I'd rather look for a buy on Bitcoin than to look for a sell on Bitcoin and all that. On gold, I'm not trying to like forcefully put my idea into the market. I'm trading exactly what I am seeing. So let me ask everyone a question. When you open a chart, what is the first thing you try to find? When you open a chart, what is the first thing you try to find? When you open a chart, family, what is the first thing you try to find? Is it buy? Is it sell? Is it support? Is it resistance? Is it signals? So when you open a chart, family, what is the first thing you try to find whenever you open a chart? Some person said structure. Is it buy? Yeah, let's see your answers. And when you open a chart, what is the first thing you're trying to find? Is it a support? Is it a resistance? Is it buy? Is it sell? Is it a signal? Okay, some person said market trend, support said support and resistance zone. But most traders, based on my experience, I realized that most traders open chart looking for an entry. Today, I want you to forget about the entry for a moment. Before you look for a trade, learn to read the story the chart is telling you. Before you look for a trade, learn to read the story the chart is telling you. No, I'm not even started this class. I already said that I'm not really comfortable with what Bitcoin is doing. It's just hanging up there. There's a fight between the buyers and the sellers, and I'm not enjoying the story I'm seeing. The structure has changed, the market pumped massively in less than 24 hours. I can't really figure out any news that moved the market. So it's time for us to be very careful. We might see more upside, we might see more downside. But if I should work with what I'm seeing on the price right now, market is bullish. So the chart you are seeing or the chart we trade every day is a story. A chart is a story. It's not just something you just go and be looking for entry and stop loss and take profit or the chart. A chart is purely a story. Every chart you see or every chart you open is showing you three things. Every chart, every chart you open is showing you three things. And what are the three things? Where price has been, where price is now, and how price is behaving. I repeat, every chart is showing you three things: where price has been, where price is now, and how is price behaving. A candle by itself does not tell you much, but when you put candles together, they start creating structure. When you put candles together, so all of you that just say, ah, this candle is a bullish candle, don't just conclude that the candle is a bullish candle. We need to put, that is before you confirm the market is bullish, I need candles upon candles to make some certain movement to now come. Like I went to daily time frame and before I was like, oh, look at the move here. Massive. First candle close, second candle close, third candle is forming. You understand? And it's forming bullish. And that's okay. Yes, I didn't just conclude that because one, I didn't use one candle to conclude that the market is bullish. I need like two to three candles to make my decision on the higher time frame, actually, not even on the lower time frame, on the higher time frame to make my conclusion that the market is bullish. So I want to ask you a question. Let me give you an example. If price keeps making a higher high and a higher low, just like the one we're seeing here, let me share my screen so you can understand what I'm saying. So if price keeps showing a higher high and a higher low, just like look at this is good on the 1 hour time frame now. It came back, it pumped higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and look at what price is doing. What does this what does that tell you? Or what is the market demonstrating? If price keep doing like this, it pumps higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So what is market trying to tell us here? What is market trying to tell us here? Or what is market demonstrating? It never broke below the previous higher low. It just keep creating more higher lows. So what is market demonstrating here? Family in the comment section. Good. That the market is in an uptrend and we are looking for a buy and the market is having a bullish, it's a pure bullish structure. That's why I say that structure has changed. This is a pure what? Bullish what? Structure on gold. And the market keep creating lower highs and lower lows. You all should know that we are currently in a pure bearish structure. If we are good to go, type good to go in the comment section. If we are good to go, type good to go in the comment section. So after now, after looking at the story, where have price been and all of that, you have to find the structure first. And the structure what I just showed you now. You understand? Finding structure is you identifying a bullish structure or a bearish structure. And I just explained the bullish structure to you. Why a bearish structure is when you start seeing a lower highs and lower lows. You understand? Lower low, lower high, lower low. That means the sellers are constantly pushing price lower, and the rallies are falling to lower levels. Now, this is an example of a lower low and lower highs. Market came here, dump, came here, dump, came here. Like you can see pure lower low. This is a downtrend. Sellers are in control. So we are trying to look at the structure happening in the market. I've shown you how structures of an uptrend look like. This is example of what a downtrend looks like. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, another lower high, lower low, lower high. This is a downtrend on gold. Now we also have a ranging market. After the whole thing that happened, the market started ranging here from 3.9 to 4. 3924, 3924K, 3924K. This is a ranging market before the market broke out again. So price moving. So what's the ranging market for me? The ranging market is when price is actually moving, you know, between a relative defined high and low without establishing a clear directional sequence. Now, is market either going up or is that going down or just moving in a sequence? This is a ranging market. I actually prefer to be honest, I prefer a ranging market to an uptrend or a downtrend. I won't lie to you. I prefer a ranging market to an uptrend or a downtrend. The ranging market is always very easy to read. This is a ranging market. A structure on a ranging market. This is the current structure. It's sweet, but just that it must. I know they like look at it. When you buy here, you sell here. You buy here, you sell. You buy, you sell. Okay, how come? That was plugging mine. You buy, you sell. So when you buy, you sell. This is a ranging market. So it's your ability as a trader to identify, you know, to identify what kind of market structure we're having. Is it an uptrend? Is it a bearish structure? Or are we ranging? So before asking whether you should buy or sell, ask whether the market is actually trending. Ask what kind of market are we trending on? Are we on a range market? Are we in a bullish market? Are we now? It's clear enough that according to what we are seeing now, gold is currently on a bullish movement. Gold is currently on a bullish movement. After retesting our resistance zone here, we continue the movement to the upside on the 4 hour time frame. And this is the kind of clarity I told you that Zuma Star gives. Those must have already joined it here. The kind of clarity I told you Zuma Star AI indicator gives to you. So the only time you see Zomas are not giving a take profit zone is when it has broken out of structure. Then it needs time to now restructure based on what's in the market. I can see how good, and it only happens on the it's only and this only happens in the higher time frame, because if you now go to lower time frame, you see the people and the rest. But higher time frame, it needs quality story to tell to give you a strong. That's why the higher time frame is very strong. So even if you want to take an entry on the higher time frame and you might not take profit, logically you can just, as a trader should, okay, 50%, 20% take profit, I will take it and leave. Pending when the master will give you the take profit. You understand? But most times, like I used to say, you don't have to wait for take profit to take profit. You don't have to wait for take profit to take profit. Taking profit is a skill. That's our law. Once sometimes no master take profit can be very far, and then it might be above 200% take profit. But we don't need 200% take profit to be profitable. You get? So as a trader, I already know my take profit. 20, 30% take profit, 40% is fine. If you see 100, it's fine. But you should have a limit that, okay, this is my own max. If it goes above, fine. If it doesn't, I take here and leave. Are you guys with me? And the only time we mostly might not see take profit is in the higher time frame when it is here to give us a proper structure. But once everything is balanced, there's level of balance in the market, you will see everything accurately. But the lower time frame always ready for action. Because that's for the scalpers, you want to just take quick money and leave the market. You understand? So Zoom Master is really life changing, and I'm telling you that this is something that everybody needs to have in their back and core. There's something I can tell you for a fact. As if you can follow Zuma Star Yacht indicator strategy from now till next 4 months, December, I can promise you that your life will change in a short while. You're going to be 10 steps ahead of people that haven't been here trading before. Because now you're not just trading, you're trading with a strategy and a plan, and you have someone to guide you. I would have been more than what I am today if I had the level of guidance you guys are having now. There's nothing like AI and all of that. But technology has taken over. Life is now even very easy. Then we have to, during my own time, everything was from here. When I still learn trading, everything happened with my head. So let's round this up, please. Let's round. I'm already out of time. Many of you out there make one mistake. You keep reading the market from one time frame. You can see each time analyzing, I go to the daily, I go to the 4 hour, I go to 1 hour. I read the market on different time frame. Understand? But many of you, you just open your chart and go out to make quick money and you run straight to the 5 minutes time frame. You cry. The 5 minutes, 1 minute time frame will send you back to the village. The 5 minutes and the 1 minute time frame will send you back to the village. The 5 minutes and the 1 minute time frame will send you back to the village. So look at this thing. I know how many people that every day the lowest I can get in this section I host. This is a section that people pay for. I get more than 200 people watching me. You can go to my YouTube, go and check my views. If you check my views about the class, you can see 300 above people watching me each time I come live. Go and check it next 1 week. You see people go back and watch the live. You see like 1K people watching it. Now it's not a mistake because people know what they get. People know the value they get in what I come out to give. It's not about even the Zoom master strategy. It's about what they now get as personally. I talk about real life matters. I open their eyes to many things. Let's go back to the class. If you want to analyze the market, don't start from one time frame. Start from the higher time frame down to the lower time frame. Many of you out there will open the market, and the next thing you do is to open the 5 minutes chart and immediately take a decision. Please, how do you take a decision by opening the 5 minutes chart? That is wrong. You have to go from the 4 hour time frame to the 1 hour, and if you want to now take an entry if at all, you can look at 15 minutes. But me, my own is that I don't go more than the 4 hour time frame. Then if at all, maybe I do not see what is happening in the 4 hour. Yes, that's the top down analysis. If I don't see what's happening in the 4 hour time frame, I cannot go to one, but I don't go below one because I'm a swing trader. I like holding trade, I like making massive profit on the market. And I'm telling you for a fact that if you're a beginner here, stick to the 4 hour time frame, no matter what you are doing in this life. Just try and make money with the 4 hour time frame. Then now we are good the 4 hour, you can now start going to the 1 hour and maybe 15 minutes. But me, I'm telling you for a fact, if you have been following me from January this year, 90% of my entries are gotten from the 4 hour time frame. And that's successful. In fact, for the past 2 months, I've had only one loss. I can share my trading history with you. If I put my profit log now, you see, I'll share my trading history with you and you see everything. So even in this bullish market, I had a loss because I never expected the market would bump 20% from 62K to 80K about Bitcoin. We're enjoying our small 61K to 65, 61K, 65, 61K, 65. That's what we're enjoying since we reached last week in one day from 62K but bumped to 79K plus. So let me explain what the 4 hour time frame does, the 1 hour and the 15 minutes. Now the 4 hour time frame is the daily time frame is to know, are we bullish, are we bearish? That is the work of the daily time frame. It's not the one I'll tell you buy, sell. It's not the one I'll give you entry. It is now the 4 hour that will not tell you, okay, these candles you're seeing on the daily time frame, this is what is going on inside here. It is now the 4 hour that has a bigger structure. The 4 hour is the bigger structure of the market. That's why I don't joke with the 4 hour because that is where the big boys are. The big boys like sitting in the bigger structure. So I want to eat what those big boys are eating. So that because once they want to eat, they eat well. So if I can see an entry or an opportunity on the bigger structure, I will stick to it. Then if I want to go to the 1 hour, why I go to 1 hour sometimes is that 1 hour now shows you how price is behaving inside that bigger structure. So, I see something. If I cannot see an entry on the 4 hour time frame, that is the bigger structure. Like I'm not seeing, it's just there. It's not moving, it's not going up. It's just consolidating or ranging small, small. I will now go to 1 hour to see what is happening in that place. I'll go to there and see what is happening in that place. Why is price just there? Let me give you an example now. What I'm saying that the 4 hour is bigger structure. Let me share my screen. So master is everything. I don't know. You guys are sleeping on this. So if you like now, so this is let me use Ethereum. Since we're already on Ethereum chart, let me use Ethereum to explain. Daily time from Ethereum now. You see that Ethereum is currently bullish. You can see the massive pump from. You can see where Zomaster gave us our entry on the daily time from here. Massive pump from here straight to take profit one. We can see that the market is still closing. There's a bullish candle that closed here, and that one is forming. The market is bullish. So I know the market is bullish normally, yeah. So let's go to 4 hour time frame to now look at the bigger structure. I can see that now. If it was that time, the market was doing from year to year, from year to year. Let me even draw the line. When we're eating Ethereum back to back, when the market gets to 18, it pump to 19, down back to 18 something, pump back to 19, come back to 18 something, pump back to 19, down back to 18 something. So this was the structure on the 4 hour time frame. So me, I don't know, you all were here when we're making profit from Ethereum, that will massive profit from 19 back to 18 something, 19 back to 18 something. We're making profit from the buys and the sell. This is the kind of structure that this is the bigger structure in the 4 hour time frame. And this is where I belong. I belong with the big boys. I don't joke with the 4 hour entry. I can never in my life. I can never for one day pick any other time frame over the 4 hour time frame. I will never ever. It remains my best time frame. I can tell you for a fact that if you trade the 4 hour time frame 5 times, I can assure you of 3 wins. You can place it. If you can place a bet, chat me on WhatsApp. Tell me, Clippers, I want to take 5 trades. I'm going to put $100 on each of these 5 trades. I'm going to put $100 on each of these 5 trades. I'm going to use the 4 hour time frame. I will bet with you that in those 5 trades, this is not even a joke. Using the 4 hour time frame, I can assure you of 3 straight wins for a fact. And if you're going to eat on 4 hour time frame is massive. Look at it now. Imagine buying from 1.8 going straight up to 1.9, 1.8 up to 1.9, 1.8 massive. It's not this kind of small food that you're seeing here. So look at this guy, look at the massive pump. No retracement. Can you see how it's going? What do you want to trade here? Ethereum have destroyed the structure. Look at where we are here. 4 hour now is here to restructure here. So I'm answer, okay, since I cannot see what I'm looking for in the 4 hour time frame, there's no story. I can ask, what is now happening here? What are the people, what are they doing here? That's when you ask me use 1 hour to check. And looking at the 1 hour, you can see that each time the market gets to like 2.4 something, it gets back to 2.3. From 2.3 back to 2.4, back to 2.3, back to 2.4, back to 2.4 something, I can see. So the 4 hour time frame remains the bigger structure. The 1 hour shows you how price is behaving. I only use 1 hour if I don't see what I want to see. I can see the master. Somebody shared this chart with me. That was yesterday. He took a sell on Ethereum from 248 to around there. Ethereum down to 23, made massive profit. He took another sell. He went back. The thing went back up. See, boss is here again. No, he took another sell again and went back there. Let me see what Madam is saying here. We're going back to 15 minutes time frame. Now, 15 minutes time frame is for the scalpers who just want to now look for actual just what's going on in the market. Understand? So you can see that 15 minutes time frame initially it was doing this from 2.3 to 2.4, 2.3 to 2.4, 2.3 to 2.4. It has a structure now breakout. It has really above again. Now it's from 2.4 probably to 2.8. So this is what 15 minutes time. The noise in 15 minutes time frame is too much. People that have time, it's too much. So many noise here. From here, 2485 to anywhere around 2418, 2485, 24, 2424, 24. That is what 15 time frame is doing. So this is exactly how I do my analysis on a steady. You understand? This is exactly how I do my analysis, and this is what I need you to also follow. I'm giving you premium updates. And even if you are going to use 15 minutes time frame, you understand, you need to also follow, or any decision you're making on 15 minutes time frame must follow what you are seeing on the higher time frame. Any decision you're making on the 15 minutes time frame must be a decision that follows what you are seeing on the higher time frame. So now we should understand, we understand now I've all understood how to look at the direction of the market, but we also need to know where is price. We have looked into the first two, which is where has price been, where is price now, and how is price. So where has price been, how is price been? Now we're looking at where is price. That is the location. That is the what? The location. That is the location. And where is price means you need to look at previous highs, previous lows, support, resistance, major zones, liquidity area, and breakout areas. I think we have done all those ones. So knowing that Bitcoin is bullish does not automatically mean you should buy Bitcoin right now. You can have a correct direction. You can have the correct direction and still have the wrong location. So direction tells you what side to consider. Location tells you whether it's worth considering now. So someone asks, how do we even know the market to analyze and take a trade from? You see, I think this person is kind of a newbie and has not been following us lately. Because if you're asking us if you're asking how do we even know the market to analyze, it's because you are everywhere. You can see, I just came to this section. I'm not everywhere. I have other peers. Let me show you my. I have other peers here. I have NZD, AUD, CAD, GPP, Euro. But you can see, I just picked Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold, silver. I'm fine. It's not like I'm not going to look at other market, but these are my favorites. It's because you don't have a favorite. That's why you don't even know which market to analyze. It's because you don't have a favorite. Every day I come here, I say as a newbie, pick 5 coins, make them your favorite, focus on them. In the next one, come back and tell me thank you in the next month. So you don't have to be everywhere to be profitable in trading. Because in trading, you also even if you have a strategy, you also need to understand. You need to understand price movement of your coins. There'll be a stage that you understand a coin that even without even using a Zone Master or anything, you will know what the price want to do next. That's how sweet it is to have a favorite. So now let's put everything together to now get a setup. Step one, you have to always look at the higher time frame structure. Step two, look at where price is. Step three, what is price doing in that location? Step four, do I have to wait for confirmation? Step five, where am I wrong? And step six, how much am I risking? But if you notice something, entry is almost the last thing we have discussed. That's because the entry should be the conclusion of analysis, not the beginning. You understand? You can see that I'm not saying you should look for entry. Step one, check the higher time frame structure. Step two, because this is how this is how after explaining everything I've said to you now, this is how to now get your setup, put everything together. Step one, what is the higher time frame structure? Step two, where is price? Step three, What is price doing at that location? Step 4, do I have a confirmation? Step 5, where am I wrong? And step 6, how much am I risking? These are the steps to take to get a setup. So put all these steps together, then I can tell you that for a fact that your setup will be top notch. An entry is almost the last thing we discuss. That's because the entry should be your conclusion of your analysis, not the beginning of it. So stop going to the chart because you want to look for entry. Go to the chart because you are looking for a story around that chart to now give you an entry. Once you have solved the puzzle on this story, you can now get the entry. As easy as that. You can see in less than an hour, I have been able to analyze 4 different coins. I think that's enough. That's enough for me. Don't have to be everywhere to be profitable. That there are people that you have to tag me on this one. You don't have to be everywhere to be profitable in trading. Everywhere means don't have to be on all coins, on social media, on following all influencers, following all. Just keep it simple. Don't look at where I come almost every time. Bitcoin, Ethereum, silver, gold. I leave. Then what I've taught you, I can now apply to other coins that is of your own. I've done live analysis for you here. I've shown you how Zomaster has helped me so far. And I've also told you exactly what you need to do to now call a trade a setup, how you can just follow up. So your job as a trader is not to predict every candle. You are not supposed to know you are not supposed to know exactly what the market will do next. Your job is to observe, understand the structure, understand the location, wait for evidence, then manage your risks. Stop asking the chart, where should I enter? Start asking it, what are you showing me? Hmm. Stop asking the chart, where should I enter? Start asking it, what are you showing me? So what I need you is to focus on you, not where should I enter. So I have a question for everybody. When you open your chart tomorrow, what are the first three things you are going to look for? When you open your chart tomorrow, what are the first 3 things you are looking for? I'm asking you all the question. When you open your chart tomorrow, what are the first 3 things you are looking for? First 3 things, not just one. Structure is one of them, but I said first 3 things you're looking for. And I listed it in this class. When you open your chart tomorrow, what are the first 3 things you are looking for? When you open your chart tomorrow, what are the first 3 things you are looking for? First 3 things you're looking for. The comment section. So if you're here and you want to get access to Zomaster Educator, you want someone to walk you through, my number is on the screen. I'll tell you exactly how to go about it. I'll grant you access so you can start seeing the market with more structure and clarity. So the first 3 things you're looking for, let me help you guys answer the question is okay. So what is still typing? First is to establish the market direction using the higher time frame. Okay, that's correct. That's just one. That is now structure. That's also under structure. It's 3 things I want you guys to say. Someone said, I think somebody said, I'm waiting for your answers. Someone said, direction, bias, or trend using higher time frame structures. What price is seen around and the location. Who is this person? This person did well though. Nice. Person actually got what I want to hear. Direction, bias, trend using the higher time frame structures. Fine. What price is seen around the location. That is two things he said. Second is to establish where the market price is currently. All right. Good getting it. Okay, let me just break it down so we'll not waste much time. These are the three things you look out for. First is the structure, which first is the structure. Second is where price is currently, which is location. And third is the confirmation. These are the three things you need to look out for before when you open your chart. These are the three things you need to look out for. Or you daily, okay, chat me now. Just send me a message to the number you're seeing on the screen now. Now I'll attend to you. Probably I was just resting over the weekend. So these are the first three things you need to look out for: the structure, the location, that's where price is, and confirmation. These are the three things you need to look at for your chart. So I come to the end of today's section. I really appreciate you all for being here. So if you want access to Zoom Master Educator, you want to start in the market with more structure and clarity, you can text me on WhatsApp. I'll tell you exactly how to go about it. If you want mentorship or another thing, text me on WhatsApp. If you want to join my VIP group, if you want to join my VIP group where I drop my signals, you can text me on WhatsApp. Thank you all for today. If you have any other questions, I'm available for your answer questions. See you again in our next class. God bless you all.